So we are live, guys. We are live. We are live. Sure the camera's good to go. Hopefully, you guys can hear me good. We do have an amazing topic for tonight, y'all. Amazing topic. Amazing topic for tonight. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get straight into it, y'all. So a few of y'all come on. For the Girls Talk Live, I know y'all we missed some time. Hey
Hey,
Judy. Girl, oh, why did my Siri just pick up? I'm crying.
because she nosy. Siri is nosy.
Man, the even I just had, I almost forgot we was going live. Man, I need a vacation.
I need another one.
Yeah.
I'm ready for another one.
Let me see. I'm trying to share the link now. Let's feel free y'all come on. I was thinking about playing some music. I'm like, no, I ain't trying to get copyrighted.
Yeah, YouTube, they funny.
Yeah. Mm. I had dinner not so long ago. Hey, thank y'all for joining. I had dinner not so long ago, and I am still hungry. Girl, still hungry.
Yeah, my
Hey,
daughter
y'all.
made dinner.
Oh, yeah. What she make? Okay,
pork
daughter.
chop, pork chops and
Oh,
rice.
I seen
She ain't
people
do
started
bad
doing their
either.
homework. Oh yeah. Hey everybody. So tonight's topic is really good, y'all. Really good. Oh, my sister is on here, Judy. So tonight is gonna be a really good one. If you guys see our story, y'all know what topic we about to get into. So I'm gonna post it now.
Yes, Stormy talking about some bonnet and moo all the time.
Storm is in the building.
All the time.
Yo, the evening I just had, almost forgot we was going live tonight, but this topic is really good. I can't miss this opportunity. Can't miss it. Y'all, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna get ready to post a link now on my story.
Oh, I think I can do that from my other phone too.
Yeah, because we need y'all in the house. It's a really nice, really good topic. Something very relatable. I got some really good responses on my story. I'm gonna repost some, but I'm gonna read them too while we on live because we got some really good responses. Just talking about setting boundaries and how we can sometimes forget we even have boundaries pertaining to like certain people. You know, sometimes we can be lenient with folk, but I think it can be a good thing or a bad thing. But we're gonna get straight into it. I'm getting ready to share this now. Hmm. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna get straight into tonight's live, y'all. We're gonna get straight into it. Tonight's live talking about setting boundaries and sometimes how we can forget that we even have boundaries pertaining to certain people, pertaining to certain things. So we have none other than Judy Baby joining tonight. Thank you so much for joining tonight, Judy, because I know you can give some good insight on this topic. I already know we're getting ready to get into a good conversation, y'all. So if y'all have any comments and stuff to add, go ahead, feel free. We're gonna be reading some as well. But look at my notes. Like boundaries can really be like a vague topic, but we're gonna get into some specifics. Like how exactly can we forget we even have boundaries in the first place? Because sometimes we can be slipping on ourselves for real.
For sure.
All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So, what is boundaries in the first place? For me, I know boundaries is like personal limits, certain limits that you cannot cross. Pertaining to other people, pertaining to yourself. Like it's just the overall limit of what you have for yourself. So, like y'all drop in the comments, like what are some limits that y'all can set? Even when it comes to other people. Sometimes you need those boundaries because people will cross it, and I believe I brought that up in another live. Like, you know, boundaries as a whole is hard to keep them because we don't want to be too mean with it, but sometimes we have to put our foot down. Like, listen, listen, you're not gonna be treating me in no kind of way, not gonna be talking to me crazy. Like, you have to treat me with care. And that's the beauty of setting boundaries. You have to let people know how they're gonna treat you. So that's what you fix. That's good.
Yeah, it's my way or the highway.
For real.
Over
Personal
here.
limits that protect your mental health. That's good. Emotional and physical well being. Mental health is very important, very important. And if you don't have boundaries, you can literally burn yourself out mentally. And that is not good whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Why boundaries are important in the first place? They teach others how to treat us. I just said that. They prevent resentment, burnout, or emotional manipulation. Let's talk about that. How can we manipulate or how can we be manipulated emotionally? Like, not mattering if it's dealing with like a significant other, if it's family, if it's friends, people know what buttons to push emotionally that's going to get you there. So, how can
Yep.
we not get there? Because that's important. I know for me, it used to, be a triggering moment for me, like whenever people bring up certain things and stuff. But now I'm learning, like, listen, I have to just set boundaries and kind of like, pull back and think about things first before I just start reacting out of emotions.
Yep, I be letting stuff
But
roll off
that's
my
what
back now.
yeah, sometimes you got
You
to.
got
You have
to.
to. You have to. Okay, why do we forget our boundaries with certain people? Sometimes it's the emotional attachment.
Yep.
How can we be so attached to people to where we forget the rules and like the standards and the boundaries that we have for ourselves? Like, I love my friends, I love my family. By the time I get in a serious relationship, I'm gonna love you down. But listen, I have to love me more. I have support into myself more. I cannot forget that. Like whatever boundary I set for myself, I have to stand on it. Sometimes it's hard because, like, depending on who you're talking to at the moment, you let certain things slide because you love them, you want to keep them
Yep.
around. But that's not good. We cannot do that. That's not good. We can't slip up. We have to stand 10 toes down. Like, y'all that's on here, why is that so hard? Like, ladies, why is that so hard for us to stand 10 toes down? Like, why can't we just stand on what we believe in, stand on what we say, what boundaries? Like, why do we keep slipping up? Like, why? Why you think, Judy? Why we keep doing it?
It's emotions, and some people probably
Yes.
scared to be alone too. I think a lot of people
That
scared to
too.
be alone,
That
or they
too.
don't know the difference between being lonely and alone. Because to me, it is a difference
Major
between being alone and
major
being
difference.
lonely. First, you got to be okay with being by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be
Right.
okay with being by yourself.
Yes, love with anybody except my kids can happen for a distance. And I mean a long one. At my house. Me at my house. And you. Period, Storm. Listen, you have to set boundaries with people because they're gonna play in your face if you don't. Like, I literally had to set boundaries, even with people that I thought was gonna be long term in my life, friends, relatives. It's not a it's a must, but it's not a must. Like, if you're gonna be acting weird, if you're gonna be, not respecting, the boundaries I have for myself, if you're just gonna be a user in my life instead of pouring into me sometimes, like I need some loving too. Like I need some support too. So, you have to respect that. And if you can't, listen, you gotta
Gotta
go.
go.
You gotta
You
go.
gotta go.
That's simple. That's simple. Okay, boom. Oh, fear of conflict or rejection. That is really good.
Yep.
We set boundaries because we can be afraid of being rejected. Like, let's park there. Like, hey, that's a really good one. Like,
I
why?
was one
That's
of them
that's like
people.
that's the main topic, main question. Why? Why? Because like that's weird. Because sometimes I mean, I can say it for myself as well. Like sometimes I can be afraid of that as well, being afraid of being let down, being rejected, stuff like that. But we have to stand on what we believe in. We have to.
Yeah, I don't like being rejected either, but the older I got, them rejections made me stronger.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, guilt. Okay, we set boundaries because of guilt or people pleasing tendencies. That's facts. That's something that, hey, Aunt, that's something that
Hey, Aunt.
I used to do. Not anymore. Not anymore, thanks God. But listen, I used to be that person, like just wanting to like make sure everybody else is good, people pleasing and stuff, but that's not good. We have to listen. We have to look at what we want and what we need
You got to
first.
make sure you
Acknowledge that
good
first.
first. Yep.
Right. Yeah. Make sure that we're good at all times. And it's sad because I know for me, before I think about myself, I used to think about others and what they need first, but we got to consider who we are. Yes, rejection I've gotten over the years made me stronger, absolutely, and not let anybody get closer to me anymore. That's me also, and like I've grown to be that type of person to monitor who is close to me because I was allowing people to get close that really shouldn't even be close for real, and I wasn't even caring, how they made me feel sometimes, or like the little smart things they would say, or like the cattiness they would, I was like ignoring that stuff, but those were red flags. Like, shy. Listen, you don't need that person in your life. That's facts.
Had to
I
learn.
had to learn to stop being a people pleaser. Yup. Now, not even not even Casper can ask me for anything, period. Because
She said,
listen, we cannot please everybody. And I've learned that. I've
nope.
learned that you cannot please everybody. You may think that you're doing the best that you can for people. For some people, that's still not enough. That's still
Yep.
not enough. So it's like you have to take that load off of yourself and be like, you know what, Sha, like you cannot please people. They have to be content within themselves. That's facts. Clock it. Yeah, like listen, you cannot please everybody. They just gonna have to, accept what you can bring to the table for them. Like, listen, here is the sources I have for you. If you can't take that, I don't
And I don't
know.
know what to tell you.
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Okay, here's a really good one. So we set boundaries because of the history of toxic dynamics or codependency. Wow.
Oh,
So that's really good. So we set boundaries for that. That's facts. Oh, hi. Hi from Brazil. Yeah, like, whew, where can I begin? History of toxic dynamics. That for me, that shows up in my family big time. Big time. Like, big time. That's all I can say. Like family, period. Like they feel like that, the toxicity is acceptable. They think that they have to be that way in order to, be a part of my life. But if you cannot accept the boundaries that I've set and you're just comfortable with the toxic cycle that you want to keep repeating, you know,
right.
it's no point in you being in my life. Like, listen, no point. Cause like for me, it's sad. I used to cry about stuff like that. Like, why can't my family just see where I'm coming from? Like, what am I trying to convey to them? They just don't get it. Some people, again, you
Yep.
cannot please everybody. You
And you
just can't.
can't you can't make them understand. You can't make it.
Exactly. Exactly. That's tough. But hey. But like toxic family environments, like I know, like all of us, even y'all in the comments, like I'm quite sure all of us can attest to that. Like people in our family circles, like they just don't want to understand. Some people just don't want to understand, like where we're coming from, how we're feeling. I was right before this live. I literally was having that same conversation with my mom. It's hard to kind of try to, explain myself to my mom sometimes because she may understand everything, but not everything now. But some things she can understand, but it's just like it's hard to kind of explain myself to them without being disrespectful and all that stuff. But these are boundaries that I have. This is how I'm feeling. And it's just like, sometimes it's hard for people to even see where you're coming from because they already have it set in their mind that they just want to think how they want to think.
Yep, and
And
it's
that's not
crazy
good.
because like that, what they call it, that cliche saying, "It be your own people." It really be
For
your
real. It
own
really big.
people.
Really big. Really big on people. My family is toxic and broke. Listen, mine's too, okay? Mine's too. They be the main ones. And that's the thing, like, let's park here because family is really a trip.
And they
Even when it
always
comes to
saying, "Oh,
money,
you." They be saying, "Oh, you tripping, or you
bro.
acting funny, or you weird." No, I'm just not on the same type of time you on.
Yeah. I was literally just saying that, like, when it comes to family, when it comes to money and family, it's a rough. It's because you want to be there for everybody, but again, you can't please everybody. Sometimes you gotta put you first.
For sure.
You gotta put you first. But it's just unfortunate. Like it's just very unfortunate. And that's why I'm just like praying that my family can get in a better place because right now it's just not giving.
You said
It's
it,
not
ain't
giving
it?
family. But listen. But yeah, that was good. That was really good. Okay, we set boundaries because we believe that they don't mean to hurt us, so we overlook it. We set that statement in our minds like, oh, they don't mean it. So we just kind of like set that boundary. We just kind of have that in our mind. Even though like when people do hurt us, we overlook it. Why do we do that? When we see that people are clearly doing things deliberately sometimes to hurt us, they're not trying to hear nothing we got to say, none of that. Why do people still do what they do? Sometimes people, that's just who they are. It's just up to us to
Some people
detach
don't
from
be
that.
wanting. Yeah, some people don't be wanting to believe that certain stuff is really happening to them. Like,
Right.
I can't believe this person really did this. When you know that's them, that's how they are.
Hmm. I don't accept that because from nobody. Excuse from nobody. Right. Because listen, like we was just saying, you have to stand on what you stand on. Because people will use every trick in a book to make you believe that what you think is wrong, to make you believe that what your standards are is wrong. If you
Or
can't help
they,
people financially or whatever, they
yeah, or
making
they'll
you feel
say,
bad. Right.
yep, they'll say or do something be like, "Oh, I ain't mean it like that." No, you said and did just what you meant.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, y'all. Warning signs you've
She talking about
compromised
y'all
your
see them
boundaries.
feet.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. Warning signs you've compromised a boundary of yours when you feel drained or resentful after interactions with them. That's how you can tell you compromise your boundary. That has been me 100% a few times.
Yep.
Like when I was conversating with people, it just wasn't given. Like when I want to conversate with my family, my friends, whoever, I want to feel like I want to feel good inside. I don't want to feel like, why do I have to talk to you? Like I don't
Right.
want that kind of vibe when I'm talking to friends. When I'm talking to family, like it should never give that. Never. It should never give that. Never give that. Y'all see them feet? That's not me. Stand on business. I'm crying. All right, y'all. So you're constantly second guessing yourself. Again, that's something that we do a lot. We second guess what we believe because of the boundaries that were, compromised. And we sometimes we don't even know that they're being compromised. That's the
Yeah.
sad part about it. Sometimes we just don't know. We just really don't know. You just really don't know. You feel like you're walking on eggshells when you're around them, which is true. But I've gotten over that because at the end of the day, listen, I set the boundaries for a reason. Sometimes you cannot, you cannot pull back your boundary or kind of tweak your boundary to make them feel good, and that's where we kind of mess up at. Like
Yep.
whatever you set the boundary, like whatever the boundary is that for a reason, because you realize that the person was taking advantage of the freedom that they had in your life, so now you have to you know readjust a few things
Yep.
because they was taking advantage of the freedom you was giving them and like the opportunities that they had to be a part of your life, genuinely, not trying to, take from you, but to be, to pour into you. But sometimes people just gonna do them. And that's the sad part. That's really the sad part. That's really the sad part. So like y'all, so what are some ways that hold up. There's one strike rule in a classroom. It's exactly I'll run my life. Exactly. Yeah.
You wearing Chucks on the
Listen, sometimes listen, you have to be like that with people. You have to. You have to. I have a few cousins just this week alone was hitting me up. First of all, one cousin was asking me like, "Yo, Sha, like I see you doing YouTube and stuff. Like, you know, what can I like asking me for money basically?" Some one cousin was asking me to be on a platform. Now I don't mind you coming on a video, but not you trying to support me just to eat off of what I got going on for right now. Like, don't do that.
right.
Don't do that. That is weird. And I'm not even monetized yet. So like, listen, you're not gonna be getting none. If I'm not getting none
Right.
yet, I'm not getting none yet. Why you think you want And this is family. And this is why like that me, my sister, my older sister, and my older brother, like we feel the same way. We feel the same way. Like family is so tough because so tough. Because they know what they're doing. They know that they're being deliberate. Gonna
She said
report her
she's gonna
down, okay? Not gonna lie, for real. Yeah. It's like boundaries, even when it came down to y'all, that situation that happened in the main chat, like Shorty thought she was gonna send a whole storybook to try to prove herself. Like, no girl, this is not that. Like when we tell you to hit us up separately because this is supposed to be a professional environment,
then that's what you
like
need to
come
do.
on. Exactly. Hey Meech. But yeah, like I like boundaries is just so it's so important because sometimes I know for me, like when it comes to boundaries, I'm at the place where sometimes like I'll set it, but then depending on who you are, I'll be like, oh, you know what, you can, yeah, I'll cash out you $2, I'll. But no, that ain't
That's when they
no, we
start to
can't do
use
that.
you.
We can't
That's when
do
they
that.
start. That's when they start to take advantage.
Exactly, and I'm
He
learning
talking
that
about,
now.
oh,
Like, all right, now, shy, you can't be too nice now. Like, be nice, but not too nice. Like,
people
come
gonna
on
be
now.
walking all over you.
What's crazy is it's the same people that's asking you, like, let's say if I'm, dealing with some things financially, can I ask you for some money? No, if I can't come to
Right.
you in that same way, why are you coming to me? Like,
Yep.
and it get like that sometimes, like dealing with the same people, but you have to realize, enough is enough. Meech, get out of my comments. Get out of the comments. Why is my best friend asking for $500? Why are you doing that, Meech?
He talking about, I know
You're
YouTube
wrong.
just paid you.
You're wrong, Meech. You're wrong. But yeah, like, family is tough. Boundaries is tough. Like, just dealing with that as a whole, it's just rough. It's just a rough topic because looking like what's yo, like, for real. Like, why are you in my face? Listen.
No, why is she talking about that girl?
Oh, her too. Her too. Mm-mm-mm. Like the YouTube group chat we got going on, it's supposed to help all of us grow as creators, literally. Even those that are monetized. Listen, you don't know everything. So being a part of a group like this, It helps. It
Man,
helps everybody. So like if you don't understand something or if you don't like something, you
he
can't
said
go
clock it.
you can't go going back and forth with admins because you mad. Like, girl, hold up, man. Wait a minute. Wait a
Just
minute.
loud and wrong.
Loud and wrong about a situation that had nothing to do with you. Wrong. Loud and wrong. Loud and wrong. For real.
What the hell?
Well,
On
I can't
August
even see
22nd,
some of the
all kids
comments.
wear blue. It's a holiday. Look it up if you don't believe me. What?
Wait, oh, here go the comments. Never heard of that holiday girl. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. I can promise you now, Andrea, my kid ain't wearing blue. Period. Period. Because a holiday, and then of course I'm gonna
The
look
only
that
way
up
my
right after
kids
this
gonna wear
live.
blue is if they in school and that's their uniform. But luckily, that ain't even their uniform. So yeah, we
Even
cool.
kids and
That don't even
as
sound
far as
right. They won't be wearing
boundaries,
blue. I'm about to tell them throw all their blue clothes away now because I'm scared.
because like what is that? Like my friend just sent it to me. Oh, she said it. Oh, well, I'm gonna definitely look that up right after this though, because I don't know what holiday that is. But
I'm gonna
okay,
ask Chat GPT.
I don't know, and I'm on it now. I'm gonna look it up right after this because I don't know what holiday that is. But yeah, like speaking of kids, like kids gotta set boundaries nowadays. School get ready to start. You know what kids are being exposed to nowadays. They have to
A
be
whole
covered.
bunch
They
of
have to
stuff.
set boundaries, even as kids, even as children, like even small babies. Like Storm was just saying that the teacher was hugging her daughter, and then she ain't like that. But like even some of these teachers gotta be like, all right now, like, it's okay to love on the kids, but don't do too much now. Don't do too much. Right. And that's good. That's good that she has that boundary. Like if she don't want everybody hugging her, that's good. That's a good thing to have. And that's good that you instilled that in her because not every parent does that. But that's good that she now knows, like, okay, now I don't like this hug, I don't like this touch. And that's good that she's vocal about that. Oh, a kid made it up. Okay. You looked it up. Yeah. Yeah, but I never heard that holiday. Never heard of it. All right. So, how can we reclaim and reinforce our boundaries? Identify triggers and patterns. That is like the top way
Yes,
you can reclaim that boundary. Identify when things have become a cycle. If it's an ongoing thing, ongoing, it's a cycle. You might, she might hit you for real. I'll never be mad. Yeah,
that's why
listen.
she bit that security guard at that school. Oh,
Like I wouldn't
Juju.
be mad at my kids. Absolutely not. Listen, if you don't like the way somebody touching you, you have every right to defend yourself however you want to do it. Okay? Have every right. Because, some adults, they think they have the good intentions or they think they're doing the right things, but come on now. Like, think outside of the box. Think outside of the box. But yeah, like reclaiming our boundaries, y'all. Identify the triggers. Identify what makes you tick. Identify the cycles and stuff that you can sometimes put yourself in, because sometimes we can do it to ourselves. Identify those things in order to reclaim that boundary back, not mattering what boundary you set. Because I
Yep.
know sometimes as ladies, sometimes we can do those things. We can set boundaries and then we experience life and forget all about what we set for ourselves. So that's important. Okay, this is good. Say no without over explaining. You don't got to explain your whole life story. If you told them no, you told them no. Not mattering who it is, a boyfriend, girlfriend, if it's your friend, your mom, dad, whoever. If you told them no, you told
Or
them no.
and don't be saying no and laughing. When
Right.
you say
Now,
no, no.
now, that be me. That be me, okay? Sometimes I be doing that because I
Like,
be
girl,
laughing
not
at her like,
no.
you got the
No.
audacity to ask me, then I'll laugh.
Right.
But that's just something I gotta work on. Like, okay, now, because I be reading text messages like, hold up, huh?
Did
Like,
I
wait a
really
minute,
just
I
say
haven't talked to you
LOL?
all month. I haven't talked to you all month. You have the audacity to ask me for money. Hold up now. Wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. How was your day? How was your morning? Like, are you okay? Like,
That's
come
right
on
there.
now. Ugh. Sometimes it can be rough because we want to help people, but sometimes when you say
Yeah.
no, you say no. You don't gotta over explain. You don't gotta explain your whole life story. Oh, you got bills, you got this and that. Uh, if you told them no, you told them no. So we gotta stand on that no. Stand on that no.
Cause I don't care if I got it. And I tell you no, no.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Cause that that be me sometimes. Well, most of the time, I be having it, but boundaries say, listen, tell them no this time. You know, you want to do this for yourself. You want to go here, do a little solo date. You want to do this, that. You know, pay some bills, do this, do that. Then
But
that's
I'm
what you
even
have to
working on,
do.
yeah, I'm
But
even
don't
working on something like that with myself too, though.
hmm
Like when it come to saving money and stuff like that, I'll be like, oh, I do got this, but no, don't touch that. No.
Right, right. That'd be me. Now, I don't know if we can shop in Target. Can we still shop in Target, y'all? I haven't been in Target since that
Me
whole
either.
I haven't been to Target since. And Target was my store. I stayed in Target. Like, but I don't know. But listen, like, even when it comes down to money, because money is going to be another topic for the Girl Talk Live, y'all. Money management is so important, especially for us ladies, because just like our maintenance alone can be a lot of money, hair,
Woo,
nails,
baby.
makeup. Come on. We got a lot going on to look cute, look pretty, to be put together. So we have a lot going on. And it costs a lot of money to get there.
That's why people
But
buying press-ons more now.
listen, the last set I had, that French set I had, that was press ons. That was press on just for that set. So I get both. Sometimes I get press
Yeah.
on, sometimes I do, the shop. But it really depends on if I want to go, like if I want to use that money
Yep.
for other stuff. But listen, it takes a lot to be a girl. It takes a lot to be us. It takes a lot of money. A lot of money. That's Storm. No, you do not. Girl, no, you do not. No, you do not. No, you do not. No, you don't. Listen, look at me. Like, I have to wash my hair now. I literally just put it in a little quick ponytail type thing. I'm getting ready to wash my hair, do it, and not may. I'm definitely going to do a YouTube video for it because I'm about to cut baddies all together. I'm about to cut it. There's enough of the to content. I'm about to cut it. Baddies is done.
You don't want to be looking like you know who.
Ciao. But listen, mm, it takes a lot of money to be us. So just managing that is key for real. Okay, using I statements. Okay, I feel disrespected when, that's how we can set boundaries. Like when we encounter people, use I statements. I feel, upset or I feel disappointed when you just said that. Split comment. That
Yeah.
recently just happened. I had to, say something to a friend of mine because of YouTube stuff. Like I posted something like a little promo thing when I just uploaded the new Baddies episode. Somebody commented, like replied to my story and said something really slick, and I had to check her. Like, hold up now, wait a minute. Like, huh? So it's like you have to check people. You have to listen. I felt disrespected when you just said that. But sometimes, like, me when I was in middle school, when I was in high school, sometimes I wasn't as vocal as I am now. Like I wasn't really
Yeah.
trying to, take up for myself. But now I'm learning. Listen, I'm grown. It's time to start standing up for yourself. It's time. It's time. We can't allow anyone to just say and do. And then here it is, we're left feeling hurt. We left feeling like, well, dag, like you're supposed to be my friend and you're talking crazy like that? Like, nah, nah. Oop, moving my tripod. But yeah, y'all. Like that's yeah. Definitely have to speak up. Definitely. Okay. If you set a boundary, be consistent. Don't blend for one person and not for other people.
Yep.
Be consistent with your boundary. That's important. For me, that's key. That is key. Because then again, that's just not being authentically yourself. Like, if I'm saying that I have a boundary for myself For example, like if you don't like people hugging you that much because of like, traumatic experiences, whatever, like if that's a boundary for you, be consistent with that. Like don't say you don't want to be hugged, but then tomorrow we see you hugging somebody. So,
Yep.
be consistent with your boundary. Don't just set boundaries for certain people. Well, I mean, you can set boundaries for certain people, but stand on it is what I'm saying. Like, just stand on what you say. Definitely stand on what you say. Also, how to reclaim our boundary and reinforce it, to remind yourself you are not meant for having, oh, you are not mean for having standards. You are not mean. Don't beat yourself up because you have standards. You have morals and values. Don't beat yourself up. You're not mean for telling people no. You're not mean for, letting people know, like, listen,
It is what
I
it
said
is.
what I said.
Yep.
You're not mean for that. And I thought I was kind of mean towards people for the longest time because I constantly was saying that. But then sometimes I will pull back. But it was a few instances where I had to get like that with people because listen, and no, that doesn't mean I mean it. Just goes to show that listen, whatever boundary I set, I'm trying to stand on it. I don't want to compromise that because you're my friend, or because first of all, if you're my friend, you should never do anything for me to want to set a boundary in a negative way. Like
Yep.
you're my friend, I should never have to think like, what she just said was weird. What she just did was corny. Like that was foul. For you to be my friend, for you to be my best, whatever, my sis, you shouldn't be doing anything that's side. I'm looking at you sideways, like, okay, girl, what's going on?
She said we can
Mhm.
fight, but I still said no.
That's hilarious. Listen, one friend almost got like that. It almost got like that because
Dang.
we have to stand up for ourselves. Listen, we have to because it's very important. Because people will definitely play in your face if you don't. They definitely will. Okay, this is things to consider, y'all. So, why do some certain people test our boundaries more than others? Like, why do they feel like they have the upper hand? That's why I keep my mace. I don't even have. Maybe that's gonna be. Let me add that to my Amazon cart. Mace. Especially I'm about to start school. Yeah,
Get
use
you a
my
self
hand.
defense keychain.
For real. I was just telling my sister because my cousin, she's big on like the self defense and stuff. So I'm like, you should come out with your own line. Like, that's a business. That's a business. Always start, and that's another topic, by the way, for the girls talk live, y'all. We're gonna be talking about like businesses and stuff, business, and all things business. But yeah, like
Yeah.
start a business, start that business, whatever it is that you're passionate about, start it. I think folks test me because
They want to see if I
I,
can
I
fight.
think so too. I think so too. For me, I think people would try me simply because I'm nice, simply because
I
you
ain't had
know
a
they
fight since
they
since the
think.
sixth grade.
I think they have the upper hand sometimes because
Yep.
because I'm a tall girl, people think they can try me altogether. So it's like an automatic, people think they could just come at me crazy because they just want to see if she really can fight for real. But that's okay because they're gonna be surprised. They're gonna be surprised because yeah, I may smile, I may laugh, but you don't want to see that side to me. And most of us are like that, you know. But if it have to get there, it have to get there. But it shouldn't get there in the first place, especially if you said you had love for me as my friend. If you really was banging with me like that, we was
You know
really
what?
cool.
Yep.
It should never get to that place. Not mattering what we go through, it should never get to that point. For real. It does. Sometimes being nice, being a good human being, sometimes it comes with a cost. People will look at that and think they can manipulate you, think they can just use you up, use you dry. But it's crazy. But it's true. For real facts. Okay. So here's a good question. Like, how do y'all handle people who get defensive or try to gaslight you when you try to reinforce boundaries? Like, how do you deal with people like that? That want to just go back and forth, want to argue, want to debate. here it is, you're trying to set a boundary, but they just want to gaslight you. They want to be really defensive, really angry, really upset.
Because they need prayer.
And that's it. Because there's nothing that I can say that'll help
They
that. Like,
That
I
sound
said what
like
I
a
said.
narcissist or something.
For
Acting
real,
like that.
like,
Ain't got no home training.
and it's just sad because instead of people just being adults and be like, you know what, and just take accountability, like the girl in the chat, that's what she should have did. But listen, instead of taking accountability, you be like, know what, I messed up. Instead of that, you want to get upset, you want to get angry, you want to start being defensive, you want to gaslight the other person and make them feel like what they're seeing, like your behavior, when they observing your behavior, and they're telling you like, listen, you're being a bad friend, you're doing this, you're doing that, you shouldn't. Instead of apologizing and analyzing the whole thing, they want to be defensive, they want to gaslight you, all of that. Listen, we all laugh, we all gotta
I
go laugh
laugh
from
every
that
time
because she really
somebody leave.
thought she was
I
gonna stay in
laugh
that
every
chat.
time somebody leave that chat.
Listen, and then even the people that just
Especially when they
left,
remove themselves.
yes, like people, they wasn't even in trouble. So we didn't even get to homework yet.
That's
Nothing.
because they know they can't handle it. They like, nah, what did I get myself into? I don't want to do it. Now, when you see me, take it off because you ain't stay in this chat.
Okay. Like, I don't want to name
I
names
mean,
on
because
here,
I'm going to
but
still do my thing outside the chat, but it be funny. Like, what did you really think you was
it's
going to get
like,
out of this? You thought you was just going to jump in the chat, share your channel, people was going to subscribe, and then, no.
and that's why, like, even when it come down to like the drops and stuff in the playlist, like, I want to do that for the classroom, but we all gotta be on the same page. You can't have
Ain't
people that's
nobody in there.
just
It's only 3 people. It's only 3
they didn't
people
remove
in there.
themselves.
And
That
2 of them
promo,
done been in the main chat before already,
yeah.
so.
I was gonna make a promo poster, but the one I had first was one that ChatGPT gave me, but I'm gonna just use that instead because I'm almost done the one I actually made, but I was doing other stuff. But yeah, like that's like number one, number one, number one. People when they be defensive when you're trying to set boundaries for yourself, when you're trying to set standards, people will be defensive. That's how you know for sure, like God is literally removing them from your life, one
Yep.
by one.
It's like the trash be taking itself out.
Literally, literally. When it's time to walk away, you don't owe access to everyone. When it's time to walk away from them, you don't owe them a conversation. You don't owe them anything. If you see
Yep.
that they're no good for you, they're literally no good for you. And it's good to acknowledge that while you're still in a friendship because you don't want things to blow up and then you be like, you know what, I'm
Yep.
leaving. But the one thing that they say, that they say or do that you think is kind of weird, acknowledge it. If they like kind of monitor their reaction. When I tell somebody, listen, I don't like what you just said, and here it is, your reaction is you want to bark, 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 and you want to get upset, it's clear that you're not my friend because I'm trying to be grown
Yep.
about it. I'm trying to be grown about it. I'm trying to come to you, be like, you know what? This is what's hurting me. This is what's bothering me. This is what I don't like. I think we should fix this because I do enjoy our friendship. But this right here, what you did, what you said, it was crazy.
Yeah. That
Like,
ain't cool.
yeah, yeah. You gotta monitor their reactions because that's what be getting me. Like, okay, now I see now who you were this whole entire time. But sometimes it takes us a minute to see that. But I mean, as long as it's being, as long as you see it now. Yeah. And another thing, like boundary, is like just think of it as it's not a wall because I don't want to say it's a wall. I would say it's like a gate or something that you have access to. Like you let people in if you feel like it's safe for them to be in your life.
And I'm
But
going to
if
let
they're
people
weird,
walk
they can
out.
go out the same gate, the same way they came in your life. They can leave the same exact way,
Yep.
the same way because people will again take advantage if you let them. If you give them that much access to you, to your funds, to your hearts. If you're in a relationship, ladies, if you're in a relationship and you know for a fact that dude is not good for you, leave. Because you don't want to stay in situations and you know it's not serving you. You know for a fact it's not serving you.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you can still be a kind person, you can still be loving, and you can still have boundaries. Having boundaries doesn't mean you're mean. It just means that you care about yourself more than for you to stay in situations that you know is not really doing it.
Yep.
I've never had to walk away. I've always gonna put them out my house though. Listen, however they leave, however they leave, they gotta
You
leave.
you can jump out the
However,
window, but go.
however, like, but why is it sometimes? Why do we even change our boundaries in the first place? To me, it was always because I love that person. Like, I
Yep.
have if I have love for my friends, my family, whoever. Sometimes you want to bend your boundaries, you want to bend your standards, you want to adjust or compromise again because we talked about that a few times. Just changing who you are. I mean, honor yourself. And let me read the responses I got in my story, y'all, because they were good. They were really good. But yeah, like you have to honor yourself. You have to. That's something that somebody had brought up. I'm gonna read it. Okay, so the question I put on my story, y'all, was: have you ever compromised a boundary, and how did it make you feel? So one person was like, I felt terrible for not honoring myself, my body, my mind, etc. I felt terrible after. So like that's facts because I've been there. I've done that. Compromised who
Hmm.
I was, compromised everything I stood for a few moments of pleasure, a few moments of weakness. I've been there. I've done that. And
Yep.
I mean, this is life, but it's up to us to kind of learn from those experiences. Don't downplay it. Don't look, at the situation or at the moment and be like, you know what, I was stupid. No, look at it as a learning experience.
Yep. A
What
lesson
you know
learned.
now, you didn't know when you was doing X, Y, Z. So, you know, but that's facts. Like we have to honor ourselves. It's for a reason. You have boundaries for a reason. Just think of boundaries as, you just honoring yourself. You love yourself enough that you're going to set those things in motion. You're going to set those things up for a reason. Somebody else said, absolutely, I knew better. I felt terrible about it. Another person said, yes, trying to spare the other person's feelings, but never again.
Yep.
And that's something we kind of touched on too. Like, you're trying to make sure everybody else is good emotionally, mentally, physically, and we're downplaying our own emotions. We're not
Yep. You
being
draining
truthful
yourself.
to us. Exactly. We're not being us in the process. We beating on ourselves and we're not really, honoring who we are at all. So that's good. Another person said, yes, it caused nothing but regret. Allowing people to have access who shouldn't. That's something we touched on as well. Making sure people do not have access to you. Somebody else said, woo shy, I'm a tune in. Another person said, yeah, because when you have boundaries, you have to be mindful of their responses. That's something that we touched on as well.
Yep.
How people respond when you set boundaries is key. Key. Very key. Very important. But yeah, these are some really good tips. I got some of these from ChatGPT plus my own notes, just thinking about this topic as a whole. But yeah, like setting boundaries, whatever boundary we have to stand on that. We got to. That's just the overall takeaway. Like, don't feel bad. Never walk away from a scenario. Like, if you choosing to walk away from somebody, don't feel bad about it whatsoever. Walk away
Yep.
knowing that, listen, I had a boundary. They didn't want to respect it. Then they gotta go. They gotta dismiss themselves. You know, they have to. Well, all right, you guys. So tonight was a really good topic. I have no more for this topic, but we will be back next Wednesday for another good Girl Talk Live, y'all. I thank y'all so much for tuning in for tonight. Thank you, G, for
Yes.
joining me
Yes,
tonight. Thank you so
ma'am.
much. So I thank y'all so much. If y'all not subscribed to either of our channels,
Yes.
yeah, your channel is linked too, right? I don't know
I
if it is.
think so. You tagged me. Or,
Yeah,
s-
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
or did you?
Well, let me after the live, then I'll tag.
Okay.
But yeah, subscribe to our channels, y'all. Go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like, comment, all that good stuff. Because I am gonna post this live so you guys can look back at it. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I will see
Bye.
you guys next Wednesday at 9 o'clock on the dot. I know I was late today. A lot was going on, but we're gonna be back next Wednesday at 9 o'clock, y'all, on the dot. On the dot, y'all. So I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all next Monday or next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, y'all.
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Next
Bye
Wednesday. Good
bye.
night.